Test, test, test. Okay, I think we are now recording live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the War Room. And today I'm going to be doing a not unboxing of Mr. President, the American presidency, 2001 to 2020. I hurt myself at work. I am in crutches and a knee brace and on medication. So I do not have any of that stuff going on for me. So I'm not going to be able to show you the game. I did get it the other day, which is why I did not. I did not unbox it because I am hurt officially. So let's see here. Let me just grab some stuff here. All right. Still just getting busy here. All right. So I believe we're up and running. We are showing the red light. Okay, so let's get into this. So I have been playing on TTS. This is my TTS game I have been playing for Mr. President. Now, the real game, all the parts look exactly like what you get in the box. Okay, this is obviously, these are all over here. What the hell happened over here? I don't know what that did. I don't know if I hit something or not. Oh well. These are the little cups that you pull out. Obviously, you don't get these in real life. You have to use cups. But yeah, all on the track here, these are all pretty much your things here, from your assets to strategic capabilities to the status. What kind of conflicts are going on in the world between India and China? These are long-standing issues. Russia, NATO, Russia, Ukraine. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. China, Japan, all that. Right, so we're going to be here. In here, you got the North Korea versus South Korea. All that's all here. They went to war during my presidency. Anybody else go to war? No, I think that's about it. You get to track your world opinion. That comes a little bit later, but your relations with Congress, media, Homeland Security, I've been working really hard to keep that up. My economy is actually pretty booming right now. Got a couple of bills, Homeland Security and immigration reform. What I love about it is that there is no party line at all in this game. If you want to pretend to be the Republicans or the Democrats or liberals, whatever you want to do, you go ahead. There's nothing here that denotes any of that. You got media friends. I got 3 media friends. I got 1 media opposition, but they don't tell you why. Radical, moderate, has nothing to do with liberals or conservatives or anything like that. It just is what it is. And the more radicals you have, certain things will happen. More moderates, other things will happen. Everything is clearly printed on the board. So you can see little reminders. My focus, these are my focus points. My number 1 focus is Homeland Security. My attributes, my officials from the Vice President to the Chief of Staff to Secretary of State, Defense, they all give you little bonuses and extra actions if they can. Like my Vice President and Chief of State, they have extra actions when they can, so they can do more stuff around the world to help out. Public, what the public wants, what I'm looking to do. All right. Really cool stuff. And then down here, this is the actual turn track, right? I am actually right here. Here is my little token for the current action. So I've started my year. I'm almost 2 years into my term. So basically, you can look at it as this is a first year, second year, third, fourth. Okay. You have a couple of things in the beginning and the end you have to do to finish up, but this is one entire term. And I will say this. The only thing that's making this a long game is just reading all of the charts. Obviously, I'm learning the game as I go, and otherwise, I'm flying through these turns. One of the cool things about this game is that it's not difficult. It has a medium complexity, which I'm going to say only because of the bombardment of information you get. I mean, here, you look at this. This is a gigantic table of stuff, all right? You have to take all this information and make decisions based on it. So the complexity comes from this, not the game itself. This little flip book tells you what to do for each turn. I actually stopped using this and started using my actual flip book from the actual board game. It's all next to me on my table here. I just find it easier to use. The TTS game, just so you know, you need the charts. You need the books. You have the governing manual that'll help you. If you're just going to get into TTS and start playing it, you could possibly do that, but there's a good chance that yeah, it's not going to be very good because you need all those charts to figure out what's going on. So if you get those charts, that will help your game drastically. I put in the dice roller just for fun. And over here, this is the world center, basically. Think of it as like you're in the war room or like the situation room at the White House, and you're looking at all these different monitors, and they tell you what's going on with each country. So if we zoom into the Middle East, okay, rogue state, all right, there is no actual governance. It's just a bunch of different tribals. Obviously, we all know that. Russia has influence in it. Our relationship with Israel in the Middle East is very close. We have a close relationship with Saudi Arabia, Gulf states, Iran. They don't like us at all. There is a war. This is the first war. If you look at the first war, that's down here. So it shows the status of this war. It's the U.S. versus the Taliban. Okay. So about 2001, 2003 era. Okay. Let's go back. Unstable states just hurts certain modifiers and things. My footprint, it shows I've been here. I've already done stuff. I've already been eliminating terror groups. I have terror groups on the intel track. These guys haven't been found yet. But as they go over to the right, I can attack them. I can raid them. I have special forces in the area, so I can send them in to attack them. All right, or do a drone strike. Totally my choice. Pro-U.S. trending. That means that the stability in this region, if you read here, the alignment and stability is going up towards us. It's low, but it will go up. All right, which is a good thing. Let's see. Regional crisis levels. If it reaches over here, then things start happening. It's kind of like a warning. So you want to send your vice president, or you want to go up there, have talks, do things to bring that down. There's ways of doing that. Really, really cool little board here. But there's many of them, as you can see. And that's where you have all this, you have all this crap going on in your head, trying to figure it all out. My public approval, that goes up quite a bit, and that's because I've done a lot over here with the Congress, media, and Homeland Security. So people like to see that. And I'm also proposing a couple of bills I'm trying to get through that people want to see happen. So that'll help you as well. Legacy points comes at the end of the game. You see if you're better than other presidents in the past. These are your AP points. Prestige allows you, like if you're going to do talks or going to other countries, that will help you. You do a die roll. You want to get under 8. That's at 8 right now. So if you do 8 or less, you'll win certain actions. APs are like a currency. I only have 4 left. I've spent quite a bit in the beginning of my presidency, not knowing what I was doing. But basically, that's it. This is all I get. I can get more with certain things and actions, but not a lot. So, yeah. So, and this is I can use to, like, give me a better DRM or give me another shot at making that dice roll go good. Let's see what else. Russian influence. I really should be moving this around. I have to look at the board, and then it just gives me a basic idea of how much influence is where. I have not been keeping track of that. In fact, when we're done here, I will change that as well. Again, these are all the different cups, different markers you pull from. So that's nothing. You just you pull Civil War, whatever. Markers, intel rolls, just things to remind you. Now, let's talk about the game, the sheer size of this game. It is a large game. You will need a large space. If you do get this game, I highly suggest 98% of your information is, actually I should say 100% of your information is tracked by these chits. They don't sit in any kind of big space here. It's just a flat board. Okay, so what that means is that they just sit here freely. They can just slide around. Excuse me. So if you have kids or animals, you want to put this in a place where no kids or animals are going to be here. Because this is only year 1. I was wrong. I said 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is year 1, right? So you do have a few turns to go. You just don't want to have kids or cats knocking things down or stealing your chits. Because there's a lot of pieces here. There are a lot of pieces. The cards are awesome. I have a couple of different decks. I created the Crisis deck. For each year, you'll use different decks to have significantly less events. But every time a crisis goes off, you have to pull from these decks. and then you'll put them back depending if they're continuing issues. Like, for example, North Korea and South Korea. That's this one here. I believe it's this one here. Yeah, this is a conflict. So you pull from the crisis deck, and then after you're done, it goes into the second deck. And then it goes into a third deck. This just shows you that it'll go 2 or 3 decks, or 2 or 3 decks over, and then it'll be done. Okay, so this is something that's going to go on and on. This could happen again one more time. And it's just like, it hurts your tensions, and it can hurt certain things, your relationship with South Korea. So, cool little thing. These go back into the pile when they're done. And you can see there's a lot of cards to go through. The turn track is very, very cool. It comes with a flip book. And the flip book literally goes through every single one of these to help you out. Okay? So you're not going to be lost. I was literally playing this game within 10 minutes of setting it up on TTS and getting all my paperwork. So there is no loss of, like, what to do, what do I do next, how do I, it's all written down. Everything from dealing with rogue allies and rogues doing stuff in the world, to Russia. Russia has acted. Pretty soon China is going to act, and they're going to do all kinds of crazy stuff in the world. So far they've been quiet. So, but yeah, these areas are where they really tear up the world. The board state changes quite a bit with those, and then you have to go through stuff to see exactly what's going on and how you're going to react to it. It's a choose your own adventure. You're doing things, you're getting scandals. If you do something wrong, these scandals will pop up. How effective you are is in your cabinet is right here. All this represents little actions that you do over time. You're going to need to roll against these numbers. And so the more better they are, obviously the more things you can do, more things you can get done in your office. The lower they are, the lot harder. There is a hard mode. I'm playing on easy. On easy, I automatically get a -1 to my DRM to my rolls, which is good. You want a -1. Less is better. And then, of course, here's all your tables. The tables pop up. Tensions will hurt your focuses, so you got to address those as well. These guys might get scandals. They'll hurt you. Really, really cool stuff. Bipartisan cooperation. That allows me to do up to 2 bills. I got 2 bills here, sitting here now. We're going to try and pass those, hopefully. And that is about it. Complication in this game, there's none. What I loved about the game is it really engages you, because everything you do can effectively hurt you or help you. All right, you have no control over the world, which is what you would expect as a president. You don't control it. All you can do is just respond to it. From sending carriers into different areas to sending them to a different area. Hey, the Middle East needs a carrier, or nah, we're gonna put it over to we're gonna put another one over here into the Asia Pacific. Right? They got a war. What's this? South Korea, I'm estranged. Something happened where they don't like me. They didn't like one of my reactions. Forgot this. Yeah, national focus. You could decide where you want to put most of your intelligence agencies in. This gives you also bonuses when you're looking for terrorist groups. So I thought Middle East was intuitive to put there, and it did. It's helping out because they start off with the most terrorists. So that helped out. You can also use DARPA to help speed up your research. Use your strategic capabilities. So I got DARPA on a couple. Naval Forces and Ground Training. So that'll help speed up issues as they go. What else? I'm trying to think what else I can show you guys. I think that's about it. Scandal tracks. That's it. Yeah, complexity is based really on what you do. It's the ridiculous amount of information you're getting, and then you have to make a decision on that, and you don't get that much resources to do it. So you kind of have to pick and choose and triage the bigger problems for the smaller problems. And then once you learn how to do that, the game turn gets quicker and quicker and quicker. And as you can see, I'm already almost halfway done with my first year. You start moving, because like I said, a lot of this is just the same. You see like the draw one shit here, that's over here. These are the crisis cards. You start seeing these actions over, and you know what to do. Some of them are just simply, hey, go through the terror and chaos and read from a chart, and that's it. So it looks really overwhelming, but it's actually a lot of fun, and I'm glad I was able to get in on that P500. Gene Billingsley, very good job. I hope that was the right guy. I'm sorry, I don't have my paperwork in front of me. Lots of charts, a lot of books. You do need them to play the game. So, guys, have a good one. I hope that you enjoyed this little presentation of Mr. President. And if you do get it, I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Just beware. There's a lot of tokens, a lot of stuff. You need an area, a part of your home that you can lock up that nobody's going to get into.